recording, so hopefully that'll work. We may have a technical issue with this meeting, but we'll just play up here and see how it goes, lads, because I started a meeting like an hour ago and I was afraid to log out of it in case I cancelled it and had to send you a new link, but we'd only scheduled it for like 2 hours. So we'll just see. Hopefully we don't get cut off. If we do, the content will all be recorded and I'll send it to you and we'll know for the next time. But as I say, it's the first huddle, so let's just roll with it and see how it goes. So what I want to do with the huddle, guys, is first welcome everyone to it, and thanks for taking 30 minutes out of your day to show up today. I'm going to start off doing these bi-weekly, so twice a week, lads. We're going to have this little huddle, and I'm going to deliver some powerful content, hopefully, that is going to help everyone, and it's really awesome. So I'd like you to try and take the 30 minutes out to try and show up bi-weekly to these meetings. So my grandfather always said 2 heads are better than 1, even if they're sheep's heads. And that's the power of a group, in that when there's more than one person involved, there's more motivation, there's more energy, and we'll all support each other and we can all progress and have more success together in the group. So that's the purpose of the little huddle. My aim is to bring you guys together here and deliver, around 20 minutes of content. So we'll have introductions at the start. I'll take 1 or 2 good shares of anything positive people want to share. And then we'll get stuck into about 20 minutes of personal development content. The way we can communicate is we've got a couple of different options. We have the virtual high five. Give me one there. Come on, give me one. Virtual high five. Thank you. All right. So we have the virtual high five. We also have the noddies. So if you understand, you can nod your head and go, yes, Dinny, I understand. Okay. Sweet. Anyone who doesn't have their camera turned on, get it on, lads. Okay. So the hangout's going to last around 30 minutes, and that is the sort of pre-frame of how the hangout's going to work. So, lads, I will start the meeting by asking, does anyone want to unmute themselves? You've got about a minute, 30 seconds, to share some sort of a positive success that you have had in the last week. It can be a weight loss, it can be achievement, it can be a lift, it can be a feeling, it can be an event. So has anyone got anything positive to share to get this meeting off to a positive success story? Anyone want to share something? Jerry, do you want to share? Some people come to the meeting live. Instead of logging in, she just came to the gym. Okay. Have we any positive shares out there? That's okay. I prepared one. I figured no one would want to do a positive share. Oh, Jerry has one.
I have one.
Tell me.
It turns out that a lot of food that's really good for you and healthy for you, I actually really enjoy it.
Come over here and tell the lads. It's a group huddle. So Jerry's here live on site. She's got a positive share. Come in here to the camera. Come in. Okay, so very quickly now, because I just want a quick little share. Tell me your positive share.
My positive share is that it turns out that a lot of foods that are, good for you, that I previously wouldn't have touched and just assumed that I didn't like, it turns out I really like them.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
There's Terry. Come on, Terry. Awesome. So that's it. So all the positive shares are something they've done. So I obviously want to show off my medal.
Many people do we have?
Who's that? Who's talking? Mute that microphone. So yes, positive share. I did my event at the weekend. We've done the big swim. So I'm stoked. Feel great. It was awesome. It was a good challenge. And okay, take a seat now and get comfortable. Now, for the meeting, let's get into the powerful content. You need a pen and a sheet of paper, because I'm going to get you to do some tasks. And now that I can see it, I'll know if we're doing them or not. So anyone who doesn't have the camera on, there's a mysterious Claire there. Which Claire is that? I have Claire Lewis online. Good stuff. I have Noreen there. Don't be shy. Get the cameras on. Okay. So what we're going to cover today, lads, is we're going to cover what's called the Triad. So I learned this from Tony Robbins. And the Triad, what I want you to do, first of all, is we have our pen, we have a piece of paper, is to draw a triangle. There's my triangle. Boom. Can you see that? Triangle. Draw a triangle. Yours can be bigger than mine. Okay? And in the center of the triangle, I want you to write state. S-T-A-T-E. And just hold it up to the camera so I can see you've done that. Awesome. Take. On, Shirley. Claire, I know you're out walking, so you don't have a pen. Shirley, where's that triangle?
I didn't know I had to bring extra material with me. I'm still searching for the pen.
Okay, so in the middle, you write state. So our state, lads, is the emotional condition. Terry, I'm just going to mute you there. Now, so we're all muted. So our state, lads, is the emotional condition that we're currently in. And I'm sure you can relate to a different state. On a Monday, who is that now? Let me just see. Who do I need to mute? How do I mute? John, I'm going to mute you. So everyone just mute yourself unless you're talking. Okay. Hi, Kira. Get yourself pen and paper there quickly and mute yourself if you're not muted. Kira, I think, is muted. Okay. So, lads, our state we've written in the middle of the triangle, and our state is the emotional condition we are currently in. And I'm sure you can experience on a Monday morning, you feel different to how you feel on a Friday evening when you're full of positivity and freedom getting out of work versus Monday morning just going in to start your working week. You're in a different emotional state. And the quality of your emotions, which you feel consistently, influences the quality of your life. We have an illusion that we have no control over our emotional state, but I'm going to show you what influences it and how you can change it. Because if you can change your emotional state, or you're aware of what's influencing your emotional state and you have the power to change it when you're not in a productive emotional state, well, that's really empowering for us, okay? So a state of worry and stress or jealousy and anger are weak emotional states where we're not productive, we don't get anything done, we justify ourselves sitting on our ass feeling sorry for ourselves. Whereas states of like gratitude, happiness, love and joy are really powerful emotional states where we can kick ass and get loads done and we'll get around any problem that gets in our way. All right, so what I want to do is show you how to influence your state, always to the next level, always to a higher state, okay? So on the bottom of the triangle, I want you to write the word physiology, Physiology, which may or may not be correct. And it's on the outside of it, so it's just like that, physiology. Can you see that? Physiology. All right. So physiology, this is one of the three things that influences our state. So just around physiology on the bottom of the triangle, you can take a few notes. Things that influence. Physiology is basically movement. So your body, moving your body. Physiology is the posture you're in. Physiology is your nutrition. Physiology is sleep. Physiology is stress. Physiology is how you're breathing. So all these things influence your state. All right. If you're sitting on your ass feeling sorry for yourself, that's complementing the poor state you're in. Whereas, you know, if you've ever done it, if you've been in a poor state, you've got up off your ass and gone for a walk or gone for a jog or gone and done an exercise class, that's lifted your mood. It's totally changed your state. Okay. And this is just one example of how movement changes our state. The same thing is posture, which I touched on in my video yesterday. So if I sit in a real posture with my head down, okay, that's not really a high energy state. That's going to influence me feeling bad. Whereas if I sit up straight away, my state changes, okay, and I become much more positive. So if you're in a low state, start standing up a bit taller, start walking a bit taller, force yourself into a positive state, okay? So if I get you to show me sad, so everyone show me sad. It's like head drops. Come on, show me sad. All right. Show me confident and happy. Make the shape of confident and happy. This is what it looks like, doesn't it? And make the shape. Do it. Do you feel more confident and happy when you're in this position? Yes, you do. Do you feel sad when there's something down here? Yes, you do. And that's it, lads. This is how physiology influences our state, and the position you put your body in influences the emotions that you feel.
No, it's
think and feel.
Do you know what I'm on?
Who's not muted? Whoever's not muted, mute yourself. Kira, you're getting muted there. You're not muted. Who else isn't muted? So the rules are, lads, I want everyone muted because I don't want background noise. Now, how am I doing on time? 25. Okay, we're all right. Let's get stuck in. So things like nutrition, if you're eating well, that influences your state if you eat good foods. If you're eating crap foods, they leave you feeling poorly. All right, sleep. If you have a great night's sleep, you wake up in a better state than if you haven't had enough sleep. You're stressed, etc. Stress influences our state, and even how you breathe. If you're nice and relaxed and calm, your breathing is much more relaxed and calm. That's going to influence your state. Go, Tom. Now, lads, who's that? Sean, welcome to the huddle. Sean, do me a favour and just mute yourself, please. So as soon as you come onto the huddle, mute yourself so we don't have any background noise. There's a mute button on the bottom left, so could everyone just do that? I'll get Karen to mention that. So we have our state, we have physiology on the bottom, and the next thing that influences our state. So on the left, of the triangle on the outside of it. I want you to write focus. Okay, can you see that? Focus on the left-hand side. And I want you to take a few notes as I'm talking here now about focus, lads. So focus really influences our emotional state. Let me just get a drink here. So where your focus goes, your energy flows. So whatever you're focused on, that's what you notice, or that's what you pick up. So I want you to do a little experiment. I want you to really quickly, okay, and I want you to really quickly look around your room and just notice everything that's white. So really quickly, just have a quick scan around your room, notice everything that's white. Just take little mental notes, everything that's white, everything is white. And now everyone looking at me, close your eyes, and now tell me everything you thought it was red. Tell me everything that was red. Did you see all those red things? You probably didn't. Because you were only focused on the white things. You didn't see the red things. And this is a really good example, I think, on your focus. If you have a poor focus and you're focused on negativity, you're focused on problems, that's all you're going to see. Are you going to see the solutions? Are you going to find solutions? No, you're going to find more problems. And this is why your focus is so, so important, and it influences your emotional state. So if we are, where am I now? Let me just have a look. Notes. So we create the realities for ourselves that don't serve us. If we're focused on negativity and stuff, we're just creating stories that are compounded upon themselves, and it's not serving us, and it's keeping us in this poor emotional state, which is keeping us stuck, and it's preventing us from the exact change we want. So oftentimes we need to force ourselves to change our focus. So be conscious of what you're focused on when you're in a poor state. So become a little bit aware of what you're focused on. Start thinking, right, I'm in a bad mood, or I'm in a poor state, or I'm unmotivated. What am I focused on? What am I thinking about? And you'll probably find all you're focusing on is problems. Okay? This is why I've put, some of you guys will probably relate to this, because I put you on the positivity diet, where I asked you to, there was penalties for some people when they didn't, but I asked you to send me a positive motivation video every single day, because I knew it would change your mindset and lift it from more negative to more positive. And it was really successful. Anyone who took that challenge, it really did change their mindset long term. And it became a habit to fill your brain with positivity every day. Okay? So also be conscious of what you're focused on when you're in a positive state. So when you're in a good mood, just have a little think. So being conscious is just being aware of oneself, of what you're thinking about. And the more conscious you are, the more aware you are, the more easy it is to control your emotional state. So be conscious of what you're thinking about when you're in a great mood. And then you know the trigger. You're like, well, when I'm in a great mood, I think like this, I feel like this, I act like this. So then you can recreate that when you're in a poor mood. You're like, right, I'm not in a good emotional state. I'm really motivated. How was I when I was in my positive emotional state? So the main thing with focus is to stay positive, keep it positive. So just like that experiment, when I got you to focus on one thing, and then I asked you to find, I look around the room, find everything white, and then it says, right, tell me about the red things. You didn't see any red things, okay? Likewise, if you've ever seen a car or a dress that you wanted to buy, and you see it, you're focused on it, suddenly you start seeing it everywhere. So you start seeing different people wearing the dress, or you start seeing that car all over the road. But the cars were there all along, or the dress was there all along, just your focus wasn't there. Okay, do we have a handle on focus, on how it influences our state? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Awesome. Okay, cool. So we've one more in the triad, and we have language. So on the right-hand side of our triad, I want you to write language for me, guys. Okay, so we had physiology on the bottom, we had focus, and now we have language. This is the third key thing that influences our state. So language is two types, is external and internal. So external language is all the stuff that goes into your head. So it's TV, it's radio, it's friends, the company you keep, your work colleagues, Facebook. So your brain is always listening. It never shuts off. Whether we're conscious to some stuff that we hear it, but your brain is subconsciously, it absorbs everything. All right? So you have to guard what you let into your mind. If you surround yourself with really positive people, you'll find you become more positive. If you surround yourself with negative people, or if you've got a real negative person in your life who's draining the life out of you, if it's one of your friends, like, you need to be aware that they are pulling you down, okay? If you're constantly watching soaps and junk on the TV, reality TV or whatever it is, you know, that sort of stuff, it's pure negativity, it's pure drama, it's not serving you, okay? You know, shouty ads and stuff, media, news, all that stuff doesn't serve us. And it's your choice whether you let it into your mind or not. But you need to be aware that it's influencing your emotional state. It's influencing every single thought you have. And we probably don't have full control over our thoughts. They just seem to come out of nowhere. But it's coming from all the stuff that's seeping in. So you have to be a prisoner of what you let come into your mind. Internal language. Internal language is what we tell ourselves. All right? So it's our beliefs. So if you're filling your head with I can't, it's too difficult, it's easy for everyone else. That's a total negative internal language. And you need to change that. So if that's what you're thinking, so we have affirmations. Affirmations, this is pretty cool. So this is where affirmations come in. Every day I tell myself, even if it's raining, lashing rain, people always say, oh, it's horrible today. But every single day when I'm getting out of bed, I always say to myself, this is the best day of my life so far. So I frame my day straight away that this is the best day of my life so far. And every day my feet hit the floor and I take 3 steps and it doesn't hurt. I say, thank you, thank you, thank you with each step. Because I've been in a situation where I could barely walk. So to me, taking those 3 steps at no pain, when it used to absolutely bring tears down my face, taking those steps. And I just go, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I think it's a really good way to start your day, lads, with gratitude and appreciation rather than getting out of bed. So I've done that. Don't get me wrong. Some days I don't do this. It's a habit I try and do all the time, but I'm human. Some days I get out of bed and go, oh shit, I have to do this, I have to do that. Per me, and I have all this crap. But that doesn't serve me. It doesn't make a difference to anyone else. It's just not serving me. So I choose to start my day properly and give myself a good internal language, okay? And as I'm driving to work then, because internal language, we have poor internal language, which we don't think twice about. I can't, it's easy for them, I can't do that, oh, she has loads of time, she doesn't have kids. We say that easily and we never question it. But to us, when we talk about using positive affirmations, that's a bit airy-fairy. Whereas we head fuck ourselves every day with negative ones, but to actually use a positive one like, I can do this. Time is my bitch. I have all the time in the world. So for me, that's something I say like for the crack, because I always run out of time. So I love saying time is my bitch. I always have enough time to get everything done. And even though like people would be able to think, oh, that's absurd, I can't say that. But yeah, all day, every day I'm going, I'm running out of time. I don't have time. So you're constantly saying negative ones. But sometimes I remember when I started using affirmations, I thought it was a bit airy-fairy, but then I realized, no, you use negative ones constantly without questioning them. So why can't they use positive ones constantly? So changing your internal language is really, really important. So starting your day with good internal language, starting your day with some affirmations, start your day with gratitude. So when I'm driving to work, I'm just listing off things I'm really, really grateful for in my life, in my business. And it can be the simplest of things, lads. It doesn't have to be anything extreme or complicated, as I say. Being able to walk, basic stuff, breathing, it's all good. And if you're grateful, if you practice gratitude, you learn to find more gratitude. When it's new to you, you're sitting there thinking. It takes ages to realize what you're grateful for. But then when you start practicing, you realize you have so much in your life to be grateful for. So that's physiology, focus, and language. Did everyone understand them?
Yeah.
And they're the 3 things that influence our state, lads. So if we can get a handle on those 3 things, we have the power now to change our emotional state. And our emotional state determines the success we have. And it's in all aspects of our life, whether it's our relationships, whether it's our health, whether it's our financial success, whether it's our fitness goals. If you show up in a positive state of gratitude and love and joy, you can conquer and get around any problem. If you let yourself slip into a poor state of negativity and weak mindset and jealousy and anger sort of thing, that's a mindset that just leaves you stuck exactly where you don't want to be. So we need to sort of shift our mindset. And once we're aware that we can make that shift and we have control over it, it's not just a lucky dip of how we get out of bed in the morning. It's up to us to get out of the right side of the bed. And even if we don't get out of the right side of the bed, we have the chance to start our day correctly with nice rituals when we use the Triad. So you just ask yourself, right, my physiology, I feel bad today. Right, go for a walk. Straight away, that's going to change your emotional state. I feel bad today. I have no energy. What am I focused on? Well, I'm focused on all the things I have to do and the time I don't have to do them. Change my focus, okay? Change to a more positive focus. I feel bad today. What's my language? What am I saying to myself? Oh, well, I'm just talking about how bad it is for me, how easy it is for everyone else. Okay, let's start with some positive affirmations. Language, what am I listening to? Well, I watched X Factor for 2 hours and that didn't really serve me. Right, let me get onto YouTube. Let's find something positive. Oh, listen to Tony Robbins for 20 minutes. Straight away, that changes your state. All right, and once we have a handle on this Triad, lads. It's so awesome. It gives you the power to show up better in life. So I'm going to wrap up the huddle here now because I don't want to keep it going for too long. I want to keep it short and sweet. I know it's a little bit longer than half an hour today. Well, 1 minute longer so far, so I didn't do too bad. I have it recorded, so anyone who didn't get the whole meeting and wants to catch up, Karen will post that somewhere, email it to you guys. Did give us a rating, a thumbs up if you found you got a lot of good content for it and it was worth showing up. Okay, awesome. I see loads of thumbs up. All right, sweet. Have I anything else to say here?
How do you do a thumbs up?
What I would like to do for you to do, lads, is to practice this. So I've actually learned this a few times. And the first time I learned it, only 1 or 2 bits went in. That's okay. But revisit a few times. This is with personal development. It's not like the gym where you do one workout, you're fit forever. You got to practice it. You got to learn it. You got to ingrain these techniques. So I'd like you to keep your little triad, keep your notes, and just revisit them. Have a little read over it and try and become a bit more conscious of your state and what's influencing it. Now you understand how to change it. Thanks very much for everyone for showing up. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the gym this week or next week. And we will chat at another huddle with some powerful content in 2 weeks. All right, lads. Have an awesome evening. Thanks for showing up. And Dinny out for now.
Bye.
Thanks, Jenny.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.